कल से भारतीय जनता पार्टी के समर्थक दिलजीत दोसांझ की और प्रधानमंत्री जी की मुलाकात को लेकर के तमाम तरीके की बातें कर रहे हैं, लेकिन भारतीय जनता पार्टी वालों, दिलजीत दोसांझ काली पगड़ी पहन के आया था और काला रंग प्रतीक है विरोध का। तो दिलजीत दोसांझ, जहां तक मेरी समझ है, वो कहीं न कहीं काले रंग के कपड़े और काले रंग की पगड़ी पहन करके उसने अपना विरोध व्यक्त किया।
जो सबसे अवेटेड मैशअप था 2025 का, दिलजीत मीट्स प्राइम मिनिस्टर नरेंद्र मोदी, वो देखकर तो कांग्रेस के इकोसिस्टम में पूरा मेल्टडाउन आ चुका है। अरे कांग्रेस पार्टी और अपना इकोसिस्टम जो कल तक दिलजीत के गाने गा रहा था, प्रधानमंत्री जी ने जिस प्रकार से दिल जीत लिया, उसके बाद इनका दिल क्यों टूट गया है? क्या एक कलाकार अपने देश के प्रधानमंत्री से मिलकर भारत की, संगीत की और धर्म की बात नहीं कर सकता? इतनी संकुचित नैरो माइंडसेट है आपकी।
Let's quickly open this up. Sanju Verma, the national spokesperson of the Bharatiya Janata Party. Abhijit Iyer Mitra needs no introduction. Tariq Khan, national spokesperson of the Samajwadi Party. Dr. Sumansi Raman and Professor Monojit Mondal, political analysts, complete the panel. Dr. Raman, what do you make of this meeting? And like I said in the beginning, the meltdown in the ecosystem.
There is no meltdown in any ecosystem. The only meltdown seems to be in creating an impression that there is a meltdown. This is a meeting that, is welcome. I mean, anybody who's a big star is welcome to, have an interaction with the Prime Minister. The Prime Minister has welcomed him. There has been a very cordial equation, at the end of which both of them have put out extremely positive posts. So I don't see where this issue is. Look, obviously Mr. Dosanjh has had a different perspective earlier. Now maybe his perspective has changed. Maybe he's had to change his perspective. We don't know all this, but I don't see.
Why are you going that far?
Losing sleep.
My only question to you on the point that you're making, sir, is that look, at the beginning of the new year, here are 6 people now. I'm counting myself in, with not so similar views, but we can still choose to have a meaningful conversation. So why impute motives and say that, look, some people are saying that he was forced to meet him, he's under pressure. Many in the Congress have said
his views have changed.
That the choice of clothes was a mark of protest.
No.
I mean, look at the pictures. They say Diljit was wearing black because he wanted to register his protest. This is bizarre.
It is absolutely bizarre to say something like that. I don't agree with that at all. But I think your argument I will not accept. To say that he, continues to have differences but would still like a cordial meeting, I don't think that is the case. It would have been possible perhaps a couple of decades earlier or even with Mr. Vajpayee. But here I think he must have changed his mind. He must now have decided that his point of view that he held earlier was not correct for whatever reason. He now believes that he was wrong. And now he wants to sort of move over to the other side, which is perfectly all right. What is the problem with
that's
it?
absolutely all right.
But to say that this is an example of people with differing opinions meeting and all that, I think that's a bit much.
Why is it a bit much, Dr. Raman? Why is it a bit much?
I mean, the Prime Minister would be happy to meet.
Why? Why are you saying it?
I haven't seen too many other people with very different opinions. Not after meeting. Before meeting, yes. But after the meeting, generally, they move over to the side of the BJP. So, or become a supporter.
Don't say that.
Or become party members.
That's not true. So many people have, by this logic, the Kapoor family met the Prime Minister. By then, all of them should have been in the BJP. They're not contesting elections, nor have they accepted the, party membership.
No.
So that's not, it's a false equivalence.
Have they been critical earlier? Have they been critical earlier? Have
no,
they
so
been very
is
critical
that,
earlier?
no, what does it prove? So you have to abuse Modi. No, Dr. Raman, hang on. Are you suggesting that one has to abuse Modi or criticize him?
No. Let me... No. In India, you cannot be a celebrity and take on the government, whichever government is in power. I am not isolating and pointing out Mr. Modi, but Mr. Modi is not an exception either. You cannot antagonize the powers that be and continue to focus
That's
on
not
your
true,
career.
Dr. Raman. You know that's not true. I'll come back to you. Let me bring in the others. You know, there are examples. I'm sure you're aware. Prakash Raj. Prakash Raj is a celebrity. Look at what he posts about the BJP and the Prime Minister. He continues to, do whatever he wants. I mean, there's no ban on him. There's so and there are other examples also. Dr. Raman,
did he meet the Prime Minister and give a no? Did he meet the Prime Minister and did he then say that I've had this wonderful meeting with the Prime Minister and I'm deeply, I'm extremely happy about it? Prakash Raj hasn't said that, and he hasn't. To the best of my knowledge,
but there are many people, Dr. Raman, I don't know whether you're aware or not. Just one quick point. I don't know whether you're aware or not, but many people
were
part of. Listen to me, Dr. Raman. Just one point. There are many people who had different views.
Why do you refuse to believe that somebody can change his mind?
No, but why are you forcing this notion on people? That's the problem. Sanju Verma, was this meeting staged? Was Diljit Dosanjh under pressure?
Pranesh, I'm somehow so enjoying the meltdown of the so-called left liberal ecosystem, and liberal within inverted commas, because they are anything but liberal. इनके मन का हो तो सब सही है, इनके मन का ना हो तो फिर ये दुनिया भर को गालियां देते हैं. But be that as it may, let's be very clear. Be it Prakash Raj or Diljit Dosanjh, or for that matter, even Vikrant Massey. Prakash Roy is more of a troll these days because the language he uses is deplorable. So I don't want to dignify his comments and waste the time of your audience. But look at Diljit Dosanjh. He has been a critic of the Prime Minister. Look at the fact that Vikrant Massey for the longest time has been a critic of Prime Minister Modi. But after the Sabarmati report was released and after he met the Prime Minister, he actually complimented Narendra Modi on his grace. He said that, not once did I feel awkward despite having been such a vociferous critic of the Modi government for the longest time. And now look at Diljit Dosanjh. He says right after meeting the Prime Minister that what a fabulous start to 2025. And you can clearly see that, I'm no body language expert by, miles. But there are people who come on national television and say, body language ऐसे थी, नरेंद्र मोदी को मिलकर शायद दिलजीत दोसांझ खुश नहीं थे, काले जूते पहने थे, सर पर काली पगड़ी लगाई थी, काला कोट पहना था, काले trousers पहने थे. That is the kind of gibberish that you see Congress handles, and that to official Congress spokespersons talking this kind of trash. But my simple point is this, and I say this again and again. Do you remember a young actress called Rashmika Mandana in May 2024? She said freaking brilliant infrastructure growth story, and she put out a video of Atal Setu, as in Mumbai Trans Harbour Link, and she said, wow. And what happened next? Even die-hard fans of Rashmika Mandana, they started trolling her, saying, oh, how can you praise the Atal Setu? You're not aware of the potholes in Mumbai. Right. My limited point is this. The entire cabal is so consumed. I use the word consumed. They are so consumed by their visceral hatred for Narendra Modi that ab to Diljit Dosanjh inke, radar mein aa chuka hai. I remember Vijender Singh, a boxer, who has been criticizing Narendra Modi for the longest time. The entire cabal, including Rahul Gandhi, Vijender Singh ne kuch bol diya, those are pearls of wisdom. The moment he joined BJP, Vijender Singh became persona non grata. Now Diljit Dosanjh is persona non grata. Rashmika Mandana.
No, there are too many examples. Who can forget just a few days ago, viewers, you would remember, at least some of you, Shah Rukh Khan. He put out a post in which he tagged Prime Minister Modi, and he was taken to the cleaners. This is what happens if you, go against the line of this ecosystem that Dr. Raman is in denial about, is not in meltdown. Professor Mondal, the chair behind you is black. The jacket I'm wearing is black. I have a black pen in my hand, sir. Frame of my chashma is black. Will you call this protest, defiance?
I also show the black flag to this government who does not understand its priority. The people of Manipur, they are suffering for the last 2 years, and this Prime Minister of ours, a very dear Prime Minister of ours, listening to music, meeting this person. I mean, this is the priority of the government. What are you doing? And you are doing shows after shows on this. How many shows on Manipur? This person, he has made this singer, he's very controversial. I don't know whether he quotes controversy willingly or unwillingly. He has controversy even in Telangana,
Right.
in Andhra Pradesh regarding alcohol songs. Even calling Punjab. Everyone knows this.
Let
But
me
is
just
this the
correct you there,
priority of the
Professor
central
Mondal.
government?
Let me just correct you
It's
there.
amazing.
You know,
The
you are
people of
saying,
this country,
you are saying, Professor
they are
Mondal,
suffering.
just 1 minute.
Your
I get the
father-
point. I get the larger point you're making. Just one correction, sir, because, you know, this is slightly sensitive thing that we are talking about. The chat took a musical turn, and there's a video also when Diljit started humming a song in reverence of Guru Nanak. This was not some concert going on there. So if you dismiss it as that he was singing for the Prime Minister, this was a song in reverence of Guru Nanak. Now I don't have to tell you who Guru Nanak is. So let's be measured in our commentary when we say these things. But Abhijit, what do you make of this criticism, so to say, and the spin that we have on this meeting?
So, Pranesh, the first thing is, if you remember, to take forward the Shah Rukh Khan example, they also got upset that he did not tweet about Manmohan Singh's death. That, we had stood by you, whatever. This is the classic case of a bunch of people who are now consumed by, they know they can't win elections. They've lost 3 elections in a row. This is all the anger and frustration coming out that, they need to keep their own flock together. This is their desperation talking. If it is not their desperation talking, then I put to you that perhaps the most mourned person who has ever been met is in fact Rahul Gandhi. Here is a picture of Emmanuel Macron with Rahul Gandhi wearing a black suit and black tie. So is Emmanuel Macron, the president of France, morning meeting Rahul Gandhi? Now see, at least this one, but see, here is Barack Obama. Now see, Barack Obama considers Rahul Gandhi, as you read in his biography, to be a very low intellect character of a nervous quality, as he says. Uninformed and of a nervous quality, to quote Barack Obama's biography. And clearly he's wearing the dress of morning meeting Rahul Gandhi right here. So this is very clear, you see. So I'm quite sure Diljit was also, protesting, because clearly Macron and Obama were also protesting. The question then is, why did he bring him a bouquet of flowers? If you're protesting, you should take a wreath of flowers like you do for a funeral. So bouquet of flowers kyun laye?
No, most flowers in the bouquet were white, most. Going by what I can
red and
see.
yellow flowers. See, you can see.
No, I am saying most, because, I run the risk of being fact-checked by the supreme fact-checker
So
that we
now
have.
let us decide which color of mourning and protest are we talking about? Are we talking about the Hindu and Sikh color of mourning, which is white? Or are we talking about the Christian color of mourning, which is black?
Now, imagine what, they've reduced it to. Tariq Khan,
This is the classic case of Kuch Bhi, because the Congress wasn't like this, Pranesh. You remember 10, 11 years back, the Congress was not like this.
so you're saying that this is the frustration now showing.
The poison of Rahul Gandhi that he has brought it in, the meanness of spirit and character that he has injected in the Congress, the repeated losses, the frustration, it is all turning into this toxic cocktail of, honestly, quite pathetic, really.
तारिक खान, ये जो मीटिंग हुई और जो ये तस्वीरें चल रही हैं और जो प्रधानमंत्री ने और दिलजीत दोसांझ दोनों ने जो इसके बाद अपने स्टेटमेंट दिए, पोस्ट किया, उसको कह रहे हैं लोग कि ये देखिए प्रोटेस्ट मीटिंग थी, अंडर प्रेशर है. आपने सब सुना, कैसे देखते हैं आप इसको?
Maybe he's an artist. He can meet the prime minister, but the question arises here is this very simple: that in 2020 till 2020, 21, and a lot means at that time, people like Kangana Ranaut or others are calling Diljit Dosanjh as anti-national and Khalistan. So now, along with Prime Minister Modi, their heart will also change, or they'll remain telling him anti-national or Khalistani. I just want to know that, because it's just like a washing machine. He's just washing, he's converting his heart or not. It's just simple decision of Diljit. But these things suddenly changes when a people whom you are calling Khalistani, whom you are calling anti-national, all the tollers are behind him since 2000.
ये तारिक भाई आपने ये बहुत अच्छा पॉइंट उठाया है, मैं आपको बता देता हूं. देखिए,
whether everything will change or not, I just want to know that heart will change. Only the Prime Minister will change his heart, or he will compel or force others to change their heart as well.
I'll tell you how it works.
Last point. Kangana should come forward and say that I'm extremely sorry. He wasn't an anti-national. He wasn't a Khalistani.
Okay.
He is a India level citizen.
That's a great argument, Tariq Khan. You know, first up, New Year, आज जनवरी 2 है, पूरी तैयारी में लग रहे हैं आप. मैं अब आपको बताता हूं. देखिए, जो आप कंगना रनौत की बात कर रहे हैं, फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल, वो उस समय, I don't think she was part of the BJP. I'm not sure. But even if she was, what is the message that the Prime Minister is sending to all of these people, the loose cannon, so to say? By meeting Diljit Dosanjh, has the Prime Minister not underlined his position on artist Diljit, the person Diljit? I mean, look at the outreach. और उसके बाद जो बातें हुई, उसके भी details है हमारे पास, और आप सुन भी सकते हैं. Both of them are interacting. Photos have come out. तारिक खान, मैं आपको अब देखिए, part 2 है क्वेश्चन का. ये When someone like Sam Pitroda, वो इंडियंस को बोलते हैं ये चाइनीज है, साउथ अफ्रीकन है, करेबियन है, पता नहीं क्या क्या बोला है उन्होंने, वो उनकी बात मानी जाएगी या जो राहुल गांधी और मिस्टर खड़गे बोलेंगे उनकी बात मानी जाएगी? आप बस ये छोटा सा जवाब दे दीजिए.
ये दीजिए 10 सेकंड और. ये कुछ दिन पहले डिप्टी जो प्रेसिडेंट है इंडिया के, उन्होंने कहा
वाइस प्रेसिडेंट
फार्मर्स की बात नहीं सुनी जा रही है और मुझे इस बात का बहुत कंसर्न है, उनको सुनना चाहिए. तो क्या प्रधानमंत्री के विरोधी हो गए? नहीं हुए. इसीलिए मैं कह रहा हूं कि दिलजीत अगर प्राइम मिनिस्टर से मिल रहे हैं, उससे यह मतलब नहीं है कि उनका जो फार्मर्स के प्रति जो उनका स्टैंड था वो बदल जाएगा.
अरे तो ये तो आप लोग बता रहे हैं, ये तो मेरी लाइन साहब बोल रहे हैं. आई शुड बी सेइंग दिस, यही तो मैं बोल रहा हूं कि डिफरिंग पॉइंट ऑफ व्यू के बाद. आई आस्क्ड दैट क्वेश्चन टू डॉक्टर रमन, यू कैन आस्क हिम. अगर आपने ध्यान नहीं दिया, मैंने डॉक्टर रमन से यही पूछा. टू पीपल विद अपोजिंग पॉइंट्स ऑफ व्यू, यू नो विद ओपिनियन. 1 मिनट सर, 1 मिनट. दो लोग, we can have a dialogue like we are having, at the moment. But आप लोग देखिए, look at the reaction. Diljit Dosanjh is a visionary singer. His songs is the pain of farmers, unity for nation. He talks about disrespect for women in the country, and PM should know that only sermons won't do the work. We hope that he will learn something from Diljit. Then you have SP spokesperson Fakhrul Hassan Chand. He can tell about his meeting, but the Samajwadi Party can say that he is very good artist and has been very vocal about important issues in India. He should tell if there is any pressure on him. Who is the Samajwadi Party to speak for Diljit Dosanjh? The man is vocal. Quite literally, he can speak for himself.
What his means, we have to look forward that what after meeting the Prime Minister, what is his stand on farmer protest? It's still going on there. And farmers have said that he must come there as well. Farmers have also condemned his meeting. It's not the concern of Samajwadi Party, but farmers are saying it's lot more important. Look at them, what they are saying.
If it's not the concern of the Samajwadi Party, then why are Samajwadi Party leaders speaking about it? I think what Abhijit said is really at the heart of the conversation. There is so much frustration that you don't even know what to, what subject to pick on, किस पे बोलना चाहिए, किस पे नहीं बोलना चाहिए. और Dr. Raman बोल रहे हैं there is no meltdown. Dr. Raman, 20 minutes into the show, would you now concede there is meltdown?
There is no meltdown at all. In fact, I want to ask if the opinion on Mr. Dosanjh by organizations like the VHP and the Bajrang Dal and all the other Sangh Parivar outfits have changed, because they were, I'm talking about, and by the way, BJP itself, one of the BJP leaders in Telangana has torn into Mr. Dosanjh as late as November, little over a month ago, and accused him of promoting alcohol. So I think you have to ask the BJP whether Mr. Diljit Dosanjh is now
But Dr.
has
Raman,
now
you
gone
know,
through the entire.
but you are
washing
defeating
machine
your
process,
argument
or
by
it
saying
just
it.
started?
Isn't it all the more important that, look, the Prime Minister is meeting someone who perhaps does not come from
That
the
is
same
why-
school of thought or subscribes to the ideology? Sanju Verma.
Thank you. Pranesh, one thing which I want to highlight and which your audience needs to know is that there are two facets to the meeting with Diljit Dosanjh. A very, very strong message has gone out to the Sikh community that the Prime Minister is absolutely in solidarity with them. And I say this with a lot of responsibility that the manner in which Prime Minister Modi in the last 10 years has empowered Sikhs and Sikhism, I don't think any of his predecessors did. Right from celebrating 26 December as Veer Bal Divas in the honor of the Chote Sahibzades who were butchered, to calling out the bluff of Aurangzeb, who murdered Guru Tegh Bahadur in 1675. And Prime Minister Modi did this from the ramparts of the Red Fort, celebrating the 400th birth anniversary of Guru Tegh Bahadur in 2022. To writing to the UNESCO on the 550th birth anniversary of Guru Nanak, saying let Gurbani be translated into over 19 languages, to actually ensuring that Sultanpur Lodi, where Guru Nanak spent a large part of his time, is now a heritage site, to setting up an interfaith university in Amritsar, to opening the Kartarpur Sahib corridor, to setting up an SIT to ensure that the likes of Sajjan Kumar.
That's right. All of this is documented. I want to bring in Professor Mondal. Professor Mondal, there have been instances where film stars, celebrities have met other political leaders. You heard Tariq Khan. He said Diljit should clarify whether there was pressure on him or not. Salman Khan has met Akhilesh Yadav multiple times. Many stars have met Akhilesh Yadav during the Safai Mahotsav. As recent as, I think, last year, Rajnikant, superstar Rajnikant was in Uttar Pradesh. He met Akhilesh Yadav. Were they under pressure? Because Rajnikant has cleared his views on Sanatan. And look what Akhilesh, believes about Sanatan. What are we talking about?
I think, in their personal capacity as the star, meeting the Prime Minister, Salman Khan met our Chief Minister a few months back. It's not an issue at all. My problem is, Pranesh, is this a real issue the country should be debating now? When your borders are in turmoil, Manipur is still burning, the people are suffering. The Hindu, you talk about Hindu Hidayat Samrat, what are you doing for the people of Bangladesh? Infiltration is going on almost unchecked. Today only our Chief Minister of Bengal directly accused BSF of losing the border and allowing the people of Bangladesh to come in. And you are debating Daljit Singh meeting the Prime Minister. Come on.
So Manojit Mondal, you are saying 1 minute. Because there is 1 minute. Manojit Mondal. Professor Mondal, listen to me. I heard your argument, sir. So you are saying that, look, there is a crisis in Manipur, there is unrest there. So, these things should not take place. Would you, sir, extend this logic and advise Mr. Rahul Gandhi to come back from wherever he is? Because Manipur तो देखिए, अब वो भी leader of opposition है, वो तो morning period में बाहर चले गए. ये India Alliance है.
Rahul Gandhi is not the Prime Minister of this country.
No, he is leader of opposition. How can he be the Prime Minister?
I will talk about
for that
my
you have to
Prime
win
Minister,
elections. You have to get the mandate. I am asking you question based on your logic.
So he is the leader of opposition. He is not the Prime Minister.
So the leader of opposition, so he is under no constitutional morality.
As Mr. tweeted on
Abhijit.
So I just want to know, does this mean that Mamta Di and all the opposition leaders won't meet anyone who's criticized them? Since we have the SP, the Congress and the TMC here, let them just categorically say Mamta Di, Akhilesh Yadav and Rahul Gandhi will not meet anybody who's criticized them. It's that simple.
Professor Mondal.
We said this. We don't create spectacle out of it.
No spectacle, the Prime Minister has gone on record. Correct me if I am wrong, he said that Mamta Didi sends me gifts.
Yes, the Prime Minister.
It's a courtesy. It's a courtesy which is extended. If that is not true,
that's courtesy.
yeah,
This is
then
also courtesy.
so by sending
You are
gift,
making-
Mamta does not
this is
become a
also
Modi
courtesy,
fan.
but
So
you are making
why are you
spectacle out of
outraging
it.
about this meeting? What is wrong if Diljit Dosanjh has met the Prime Minister?
And who is outraged? I am saying that who is outraged? I am saying that this should not be made into a spectacle. The way it is being done because of one Congress spokesperson or some other opposition leader has spoken out against it. You are making a spectacle out of it, while there are other issues the country is deeply suffering from.
Sanju Verma.
Thank you. Okay, assuming what Manojit Mandal is saying is, bhai Manipur ki problem discuss kariye, border problem in Bengal discuss kariye. I want to ask you one thing, Manojit Mandal. Adhir Ranjan Chaudhary, he accused Mamta Banerjee last year when Sandesh Khali gang rape issue was being discussed on every national channel. What was Mamta Banerjee doing? She flew off to Madrid in Spain, staying at a hotel where the room rent was 3 lakh rupees per night. And Shah Jahan Sheikh, Mamta Banerjee's close confidant, was actually taking the entire police constabulary of West Bengal for a royal ride down the garden path. तो इसलिए आप यहाँ बैठकर नसीहत मत दीजिए नरेंद्र मोदी को, because you have too many skeletons in your backyard, and if I start raking up those, the stink is going to hurt you, my friend.
Lies that you are bringing in by quoting a satanic person like Udta Chaudhary. This is satanic lies. There was no police forces that was accompanied by Mr. Shahjahan. In fact,
Okay.
the police, the Bengal
Calm down,
police
Professor Mondal. Let's not go there. Let's not go towards satanic verses. Let's not go there. Abhijit, you know, we are going round and round about the same thing. In the beginning, you said that this is utter frustration. Now, having heard, Dr. Raman, Professor Mondal, and Tariq Khan, would you say there's something else that you would want to add to what you said in the beginning?
No, I just claim QED, Quad Erat Demonstrandum. I put the hypothesis forward. My 3 friends in the panels below me have just proven me right. This is how you prove a scientific hypothesis. I, in fact, yield time to Manojit Mondal, Dr. Sumant, and Tariq Khan, because everything they've said only proves me right, righter, and rightest.
Tariq Khan, आप कुछ बोलना चाहते हैं? हाथ उठा रहे हैं आप.
BJP spokesperson had talked about Sikhs, that it will Prime Minister have done a lot in recent time about Sikh. A Sikh is since 38 days is on hunger strike. What Prime Minister have done? Whether a panel has gone to meet him? What action? He is not a Sikh, and what is his demand? What he want? Why Prime Minister is not concerned about a Sikh who is dying, who is on hunger strike? What he's saying? Why government is not listening to him? Only Diljit is not a Sikh. He is also a Sikh. If you talk about Sikh, a Sikh is on hunger strike since last 38 days. India have come to independence by struggle, this type of struggle. If these type of struggle still exist in India, it will be a shame for our democracy and shame for all of us on this panel. If a person is on hunger strike since 38 days and government is silent.
Government is silent only if the Prime Minister, speaks, will Akhilesh Yadav go and meet him. तब तक Akhilesh Yadav जी नहीं जाएंगे. तब तक वो सिर्फ मठाधीश को माफिया बोलेंगे and other things. Abhijit.
So, this government, I must protest the sugar tax that Nirmala Sitharaman has put, because it's very anti-fat person like me. So I've decided to go on a hunger strike. Can Tariq Khan please arrange for Akhilesh Yadav to come, visit me and send delegation to me for hunger strike? I've actually been on hunger strike for the last.
No, he'll ask you what denomination are you. Only then will Akhilesh decide based on that. Abhijit, you see, it's not easy.
Yes, but you see, I'm a major personality, you see, and I have been on hunger strike for 10 minutes now. He should send a delegation to meet me. I'm protesting the fat genocide that this government is carrying out, and he should send a delegation in solidarity to meet me.
Professor Mondal has, for the first time this new year, he has a smile on his face. So I think, it's the right time perhaps to... Sanju Verma, make your point. Boliye, Professor Saab, boliye.
Who is on hunger strike? Mr. Abhijit, Happy New Year to Mr. Abhijit Mitraya. Onek shubhechha notun bachar. I hope he understands Bengali. Don't be on hunger strike. Let us have good meal on this. But yeah, let us also have some thoughts for the people of Bangladesh, the Hindus of Bangladesh and the Hindus of Manipur, all the people of
Okay, Sanju Verma,
Please do not-
you have the last word, then we move on.
Thank you. Pranesh, I think amidst all this, one issue that has cropped up on your debate is, Diljit Dosanjh was standing in solidarity with farmers, and has Modi government actually done something, or is it just optics? So in 20 seconds, I want to tell you that the first cabinet meeting in 2025, less than 24 hours back, Prime Minister Modi took the historic decision of actually giving DAP subsidy to farmers at the rate of 3,500 rupees per metric ton, over and above the nutrient-based subsidy that already exists. More than 3.45 lakh crore has been given directly into the bank accounts of more than 10
Right.
crore farmers via PM Kisan, and the new outlay for PM Fasal Bima scheme. Guess what, Pranesh? It is more than 69,000 crores. So Modi hai to mumkin hai is not a jumla. Prime Minister Modi works for farmers on the ground, and the meeting with Diljit Dosanjh is more than just optics. Thank you so much.
Okay, viewers, let's shift our attention.